I'm going to show you how to create amazing video content and video intro with your mobile devices for your YouTube channel, for your Facebook account, for your TikTok account, Instagram account. And most people think that video editing is difficult, but I am telling you today, video editing is not as difficult as most people think. In this episode, I'm going to create a video intro using my laptop, right? And we're going to replicate same using my phone. People may not think that it's possible to actually create an amazing video content or edit video wonderfully using your mobile devices, but I'm here to bust your bubble, to clear your doubts that it's actually possible to do that. All of the amazing videos you see on YouTube, on different social media platforms, on televisions, wonderful graphics, I am here to tell you that you can actually replicate such using as low as your mobile device. That is the essence of this video. When editing on my laptop, I use mostly Adobe Premiere Pro. It's a very wonderful editing software that I would recommend to each and every one of you watching this video content. It's actually amazing to learn using Adobe Premiere Pro. So the application is already pinned down here on my taskbar. This is the interface of the Adobe Premiere Pro. Now watch and see. There are various ways of importing a video content, right, into your Adobe Premiere Pro. One of those methods are the easiest for me that I use, though. Like I said, the easiest. I'm not here to teach you rocket science. I'm here to make the whole process look so easy to you. So what I do is that I go back and minimize my Adobe Premiere Pro. I've actually gathered all my content, all the assets I will be using to make this video intro, and I've saved them in this particular folder that you see here highlighted, YT tutorials. That's YouTube tutorials specifically for this video. So I'll just go on and open it. So this is how I segmented it into categories. The background video I'll be using for the intro, the picture I'll be using for the intro, and also the sound effect I'll be using for the intro, right? This is how I go about it. So for me, I usually leave this particular folder open. So whenever I need any particular asset, I can just slide in and come and pick it up. So now the easiest way of doing this thing is to completely copy or drag rather the entire YouTube tutorial folder here on my desktop into the Adobe Premiere Pro software. Now you paste it here at the import section. So I'll double click on the folder to open it up. So this is the image I have there. This is my background intro. Then this is my SFX. That is my sound effect. So first thing first, I'm going to drag the clip I want to use as my background into the timeline. So here you have it. The background clip is already in my timeline. So, right? This is a background clip I want to use in my timeline, right? I'm going to go ahead and import the image I want to use as the face of the channel. Now, here you have it. When you play this image, there's no creativity in this. Let me say it that way. So video editing is all about the psychology, right? You have to and you need to know what you want to do. You have to conceive the idea. How do I want this intro to look like? When you conceive the idea, then you begin to look for ways to make it possible using these video editing softwares or application, as the case may be, regarding mobile devices. So now what I want to first of all do is to put this image in a circular mode. I feel it's going to be better and much more beneficial to us in that direction. So another thing I'm going to do to this background came with a default audio, and which I don't need, so which I'm going to eradicate or remove rather. And note, mind you, that the essence and the purpose of this video is not to teach you the nitty-gritties of how to edit, cut video, or add and remove on Adobe Premiere Pro or on any of these softwares. No, the essence of this video is to show you that it's actually possible what I'm doing here on this laptop to replicate it on a mobile device. Subsequent videos, I'm going to be enlightening you. I'm going to be teaching you, taking you from step by step, beginner, intermediate, and professional level using Adobe Premiere Pro. So let me go ahead and unlink the audio and delete. Like I said, this image, what I want for this image is that I want it to be in a circular mode. So what I will do is I'll go onto the effect. The cycle is already there. So I'll double click it. So it's already appeared there. So I will come here. I'll go directly to the blending mode, go to none. Then I'll go to stencil alpha. Then I'll click on it, right? Then I'll go to the radius. See, I'm beginning to increase the radius. This is the way I want it to be like, to appear. But you see, the image is a little bit tilted to one side. It's kind of a one-sided something. So I'm going to fix that right away. Okay, you can see I use the center. I think, I think this is good. Let me go ahead and increase or reduce rather the radius a little bit. Yes, so that the body won't show more. Then drag it up and so that it will be concentrated on the face. This is how I like it. This is how I want it to be and look like. So let's go ahead and play it. Exactly. So the video is still static and there is no life to the video. So what I'm going to do now is that I will want to add a stroke to the video, kind of a borderline to the a stroke rather to the image, kind of a borderline, to be able to distinct between the background video and also the image on the timeline. So let's go and make that happen right away. So how to do that is that there is a particular template called paint bucket. So here is it. So you click on the image, then you double click on paint bucket, right? Then you scroll down to the paint bucket panel. Then, so I click on this color and alpha. I go to alpha channel, right? Then I click on this anti-alias or whatever, I can't pronounce it. Then I click on this particular icon. Then I go down to stroke. So you see the stroke now, it's now showing. You are now seeing the stroke evident. Now, I will now change the color to white. That's how I want it to be. All right. Then I've clicked it. Then I can now reduce the stroke, the whiteness of the stroke. I think 2.7 is okay for me. That is it. Then the next thing for me to do is to position the image. Click on position, drag it to the center of the screen. So when I play it, at least it looks more presentable than before. So but the whole thing is still boring, right? And we've not even given a name to the YouTube channel yet, which we are going to do now. But like I said, the whole thing is still boring. So I want us to, I'll want to keyframe this image to make it look lively, right? So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and make that happen now. Keyframing. So I'll scroll down the scale, then I'll reduce the scale, and I can reduce this, but this is not how I want this to be. So I'll shift it somewhere here. Exactly, I want it to be somewhere here, like this at the middle. Then, okay, something like this. Okay, I think this is good. So I go to 00, yes. Then I now begin the process of keyframing. Then I toggle on this animation so that whatever it is I'm doing, the thing will be animated. So the animation is on. Then I move it a little bit further. Then I click on the number. I think I'll want it to be at 100. So let's play it and see. It's too fast. So what I will do is that I'll drag the keyframing icon, give it a little bit of a space. No, I think I made a mistake there. Control Z, that's undo. So I now click on 100. I think this is a little bit better. Okay. I think this is a little bit better, but after they pop up, the image is still looking a little bit boring. So what I will do is still looking boring. So what I will do is there's something we forgot to add. We forgot. Let me clear all of this. Let me undo rather. Okay. We forgot to add the drop down shadow to the image to make it look more tush. Okay. Drop shadow rather. So this is, I go to the drop shadow. Alright, yeah, I think color black is okay by me. Let me increase the distance. Nope. It's too far. The opacity should be increased. It should be dark. Black in color, then I'll switch the direction a little bit. Okay, I think I prefer it like this. The distance, then let me increase the softness to make it appear more like a shadow. Let me increase the softness to make it appear more like a shadow. So which I just did. Then I think increase the opacity to 100. Okay. Then I think this is it. So I click on the image, then I begin the process of keyframing. Then I reduce this to 0, 0. Then I click on the keyframing panel, toggling the animation. Okay. 100, right? Okay. Let me make this 110. Nope, 120. I think 220 will be better. Okay. Let's see what we got there. So you see there's motion to the picture. The picture is still moving. So I will want it to end somewhere around here. So I'll cut out this then. Okay. Okay, now how to end the video. Then I reduce this back to 0. So I play to see. Nice, I think. Nice. I think we got it. Nice. Now what name? The name of the channel is ERNEST CHIBUIKE. So let's go to the graphics and look for a default graphic text that we are going to use. So by the way, I clicked on the graphics panel. So I'm looking for a nice text to use. Okay, I'm going to use this one, your title here, this one. So I'm going to paste it above these ones. Then I click on OK. Then I go back to my editing panel. Then I click. So this is the title, but that's not the location of where I want the title to be. Then I click on location, the positioning. Then I drag it down. Right. Then I click on the text. I click on the text tool by clicking on the T here. Yeah, the type tool. Okay. to ERNEST CHIBUIKE. Or rather, since we are using a feminine picture, why would we use ERNEST CHIBUIKE? So let's use Alicia Beauty. I think this is much more presentable. It makes a lot of sense. So I click down here on the text. I go to the source text in order to increase the boldness of the text. Okay, so I think this is it. Alicia Beauty. So I think this is still a little bit big. The image, let me reduce it so that I will be able to add okay. It's okay, this is a scale. Scale it down a little bit. Okay, let's play it and see. Alicia Beauty. I think this is okay. So the next thing I forgot to do is I didn't import a particular asset. That's the YouTube subscription asset. So let me search for it on my PC and import. So this is the one just for example. So I drag it down to the Premiere Pro panel, like I said. So I paste it above the other ones. So I click on it, I right click, I go to scale to frame size. So I now remove the chroma. I still go back to effect and click on ultra key. This is it. I double click and it's already appeared down. If you scroll down, you will see it, ultra key. Then you pick the pencil tool and remove the green, right? So that is just that. So I bring it down here, then I scale it down a little bit, right? Then I reposition it very well, and that is it. So I resize it also to fit into the remaining videos on the timeline. Then I click. So that is it. Then we are yet to add our soundtrack because the video has no soundtrack yet. So, but I'm not going to play the soundtrack until I am done. So okay, this is the soundtrack. So the soundtrack I'm going to use for this tutorial is an instrumental by a renowned Nigerian artist known as Jennifer Eliogo Onulube. So like I said, you are not going to hear me until I'm done so that we can see what they have here. More like surprise, surprise. So, going back to effect, the audio transition, exponential fade. So let me show you people what it looks like, what it sounds like. Let's see how far we've come. So that's what it looks like, but I feel we are still lagging behind. There are some things we need to add also to touch the whole process of more like a swoosh soundtrack. So I also have the asset here with me. So this is it, the swoosh soundtrack. So I'm gonna cut it. So I think we are done here. So let me show you what it looks like. So I feel the switch sound is too loud, so I'll go ahead and reduce the volume. Yes, we've come to the end of the video. The tutorial, you've seen how I've done it using my laptop, my personal computer. So we are going to replicate same process using our mobile device.